I do find it humorous that Quentin Tarantino would say to Brad Pitt, of all people. So Quentin Tarantino has no problem making headlines. He bashed Paul Dano. He said Paul Dano is the weakest actor in SAG while slamming his There Will Be Blood performance, which I think There Will Be Blood is one of the greatest films of the 21st century. But he also said this: Quentin Tarantino claimed people are only pretending to like Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. He says, I really don't get Vertigo, and I don't really believe anybody who says they love it. This is the ironic thing, at least for me. Like, it's right up there with 2001: A Space Odyssey as the greatest films of all time, at least in my opinion. But Quentin Tarantino's making headlines again because he warned Brad Pitt, you'll be dead in this business. The ego of Quentin Tarantino. So this is Bruce Dern's recalling of the incident. He plays the blind ranch owner in the film. And he says, during one scene, Pitt's booth wakes up's fan to check and see if he's okay. That's his character, he's waking up. Dern says he improvised the line. When Brad Pitt wakes me up in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I'm in the bed. And I get up and I'm a little groggy and stuff. And I just say, I'm not really sure what's going on, Dern said. I'm looking at him. Pitt cut the camera. Which basically means Brad Pitt told the camera crew to stop filming. So this is where Quentin Tarantino got heated. The look on Quentin's face, I mean, he was insanely grave. And he said, Brad, what did you just do? And Brad Pitt said, well, I cut the camera. Tarantino said, never again in your life will you ever cut a camera or you'll be dead in this business. That's my domain, don't stop behavior. So they went on and did the scene, and all Brad did was say to him, well, that wasn't in the script, what he said. I do find it humorous that Quentin Tarantino would say to Brad Pitt, of all people, probably one of the highest paying actors in the business, I imagine. Brad Pitt owns his own production companies. If Brad Pitt wanted to produce a film and star in it himself, he easily could. I mean, it's just humorous that Quentin paints this picture like Brad Pitt couldn't get a job in Hollywood. I mean, if anything, Brad Pitt has way too many offers coming in. It would be one thing if Quentin Tarantino said this to somebody who's in their first film or they're, just a small actor or supporting actor. But to say that to Brad Pitt is pretty funny. But I will side with Quentin in terms of principle on this matter because he is the director. He is the one who yells action, and he's the one who yells cut. That's not the job of an actor. So I do understand his frustration, but it doesn't make it any less funny. So I went to see if there's any information on Quentin Tarantino's 10th movie, and as you may or may not know, Quentin Tarantino has set a limit in terms of how many movies he's going to make. He's only going to make 10. That's at least what he says. And what was supposed to be his 10th film, The Movie Critic, that has been canceled, and it was supposed to star Brad Pitt. But speaking of Tarantino and Brad Pitt, we do have The Adventures of Cliff Booth coming out in November. So I have to say I have some mild interest in this film, especially the fact that Tarantino is writing, you got David Fincher directing, and Brad Pitt starring. How can you not be a little bit intrigued? Let me know what you think about Quentin Tarantino ripping Brad Pitt a new one. And also, while we're at it, let me know, what is your favorite Quentin Tarantino film? Drop it in the comment section below. I want to thank you for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.